Uh, Both players, or Ryan in particular?
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan, I mean, obviously he's been a key part of the Rangers back end for a number of years. I think the warrior mentality is what kind of draws you into him. He's an experienced big game player. He's been a key cog on some very good Ranger teams. So I think we've been looking to add another guy that can gobble up some minutes. I think the way we'll deploy him, we think with the bite that he adds, the sandpaper, the hard to play against, a little bit of the ratty component, is something that our sauce needed. And I think, how Bedsy's got a lot of ways he can use him. He can use him with Kale. He can use him with Josh. He can mix and match him with Malinsky or Shillington. He'd get him on the penalty kill and hopefully take some minutes away, from some of our top guys who are pushing big minutes every single night. So that was sort of the thought process. And the analytics part, we have an awesome department ourselves here. There's sometimes things that we think we can separate some noise, and hopefully we'll get a positive player. But we'll bet on the character on Ryan Lindgren every day of the week.
With those moves, what do you feel the state of the team is coming closer to the trade deadline? Are you where you want to be? Are you still looking at? Do you think you're short up, or is there something missing?
I think there's a lot of good hockey teams on both sides, the Eastern and the Western Conference. So, I think we're one of those teams. I think any given night if we play our A game, we're dangerous. I think it's no secret that we had to try and get deeper, both up front and on the back end. I don't think we're totally satisfied. If we can still find a way to improve the team, we'll try. How, I don't know. We've obviously used some draft capital and things of that sort, but I think we're deeper. I think Jimmy Vesey, we didn't touch on that, but he brings good value, right? He's a guy that Bedsy can use on a second line, third line, fourth line, and he can plug and mix and match and penalty kill. He's a decent sized guy too, and he's got some big game experience as well. So. I think he's a good depth add for us, and you're gonna need it. Well, you guys all know you're gonna need it if you're gonna fortunate enough to grab a spot and try and get through the battle that we all know the playoffs can be. So.